US Secretary of State John Kerry is in Israel in his latest attempt to facilitate Middle East peace talks. He faces a tough task. Just before Kerry's arrival, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu defended the building of more settlements. It's a crucial sticking point between the Israelis and the Palestinians. And then there's also the issue of access to Jerusalem's holy sites. For more on this, let's speak to Mike Hanna, our correspondent, joining us live from Jerusalem. Mike, a very tough trip for Kerry so far in this region. This visit not likely to be any easier. What are his plans?
Well, he began his trip with a symbolic visit to Yitzhak Rabin Square in Tel Aviv, where he laid a wreath in memory of that Israeli leader who was assassinated exactly 18 years ago. Symbolic because Yitzhak Rabin was assassinated by somebody opposed to the peace process that was underway at that particular time. Now, Kerry made very clear in comments that he has no illusions about how difficult his task is going to be. The latest round of negotiations, well, the negotiators have had some 16 meetings. Very little information has been released from the small group that have been discussing the current process, and very little information coming out to the public at all. Now, Kerry will be attempting to galvanize the process. He will be meeting the Palestinian president in Bethlehem later in the day. He will also be holding talks with Prime Minister Netanyahu within the next hour or so. And then later on this evening, he'll be having dinner with the Prime Minister. You mentioned there the context in which he arrives. Benjamin Netanyahu has made very clear that settlement activity will continue. He's also announced that a wall will be built along the Jordan Valley, which would claim vast amounts of Palestinian land. But also, very important, the Knesset, the parliament, has been debating the question of Jewish access to the Haram al-Sharif, the noble sanctuary, what the Israelis call Temple Mount. Now, this is an issue that is potentially deeply explosive.
Mike, just give us some more feeling of what the mood is there amongst the Israelis and indeed the government towards Kerry's visit and his proposals for this restarting of peace talks.
Well, there's a great degree of skepticism, not only among the Israeli public, but the Palestinian one as well. Everybody has seen secretaries of state come and go. They've seen presidents come and go. They've heard talk about the renewal of negotiations. They've had promises that this time it could work. So there is a degree of déjà vu. We have all seen these processes before. What may be perhaps different in this particular track is the changing circumstances within the region. A shifting government in Egypt, for example, the events in Syria. And one must take note, too, that Netanyahu will not only be talking about peace talks with John Kerry, he will also be discussing other issues, such as Iran, such as what is happening in Syria. So there will be a wide range of discussions that will be happening between the Israeli Prime Minister and the US Secretary of State.
OK, thanks, Mike, very much for joining us there from Jerusalem.